everyone, it's me, Mrs. Lockman from Boston School Forest, and I loved learning from Mystery Doug about how mermaids were thought to be manatees and dugongs, and learning more about sea mammals like seals and sea lions. Well, we have our own pretty amazing aquatic mammals that live here at Boston School Forest, and I'm looking right over here, and I think I see some. I think I see some right here at Ellingbo Pond. Let's go check it out. I see them. Wow, a very rare sighting. A beaver, a muskrat, and an otter, all visiting the Boston School Forest pond at the exact same time. This is unbelievable. How lucky are we to get a view like this? These three mammals are the most common Wisconsin aquatic mammals we have. And if you look, they've got a whole lot of things in common. For example, their color, they're brown, and look at the opening of our pond and the shoreline. It's pretty much brown. So we call that blending in, and you might know that as the word camouflage. If I look at their fur is not only brown, but it also is like short fur, short hairs, and it looks like it's really thick. And that keeps them warm all year round and keeps them even waterproof. Let's get a closer look. Wow, our beaver has webbed back feet and a scaly broad tail. Ooh, and look at those chompers. Our muskrat doesn't have as webbed feet, but look at that tail. It's scaly like a snake with a little bit of fur on it. And look at those chompers. And then we have the river otter. And the river otter has amazing webbed feet. It has a fur-covered tail, and wait a minute, it doesn't have chompy teeth at all. That's right, otters are fish eaters. Don't go in there and eat all of our bluegills, Mr. Otter. But our muskrat friend and our beaver friend, they're herbivores. They eat plants, and they can change the entire landscape of our area. Muskrats can dig out the shoreline and create these small muskrat huts out of grasses and reeds. And beavers are the best engineers in the world next to humans and can build dams and lodges and change the course of rivers and make different habitats for other animals. But just like mermaids started with stories from sailors of different sightings, do any of these animals have stories from long, long ago? As it turns out, what they kind of do. Oral tradition was very important to our native peoples here in Wisconsin, and I learned about it on the Milwaukee Public Museum website. And one specific story involves our friend the muskrat. Muskrat was said to be swimming in the waters when the Great Spirit decided to make land, and so it swam down, down, down to the bottom of the water, grabbed a handful of mud, and swam up to the top of the water, and that was the first land. And it made trip after trip, pulling up handfuls of mud until the land of the earth was created. And that is a story from our Potawatomi Nation. Well, if I've learned anything about being around wildlife, it's to stay back from wildlife and leave them alone. Give them their space so that they can continue living free and in the wild. That's all for this week. Bye, everybody.